least in death. What's up? I should just go to bed. I always say that, and then I end up doing this. Oh, you fucker. Don't do this to me. Dad's back. Oh, my pink's shit here.
Reloading.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. My ping's too high here. That's really bad. It's like 10 for that guy.
Watch it.
Might just go to bed in a minute, maybe. This might be a short one. Yeah, you got a new graphics card. I might go back to actually like streaming different games again. For a while I was like doing like little movies and shit. You know, like I put on the Batman movie, play the Batman games, just clown around. I don't know, it's a little different now. I have a girlfriend now. I work on my game all the time. I work all the time. That my graphics card's fucking out. And I'm just not really entertained by anything. Unless my girl's with me. Yeah. Otherwise I get really bored. I'll like create the fun myself. I'll make it fun.
Everyone in here.
I have been playing Metroid Dread lately. And I wasn't really enjoying it at first, but it's starting to get better. I have a few complaints. They're mostly like little personal opinions, I guess. I don't know where to begin. I hate how you can't use the D-pad, first of all. That's really annoying to me. Like the fact that they couldn't... I'm pretty sure only the left part of the D-pad is to pull open the map or something. It's like you couldn't have assigned that to any other fucking button. Like, did it have to be that one? So now I can't use the D-pad to control the fucking thing? Just because you have to make one of the fucking buttons a map button? It's fucking stupid. I hate it. It's like, what if I want to use the D-pad? There should at least be an option. I feel like a lot of fanboys, like, it's just like the GOP. It's like once you're like a big fan of something, you can't see the bad stuff. You know, you're too busy like fucking praising it or whatever. This is the best thing ever. Like first new Metroid game in like 20, 30 years, some shit like that. All the fanboys are just like, oh god, it's the best, 10 out of 10. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm still only like a few hours in, so it might get better.
Here's a way down.
It's not that I hate it, you know. I mean, so far it's like an 8. You know, it's not like mind-blowing 9. It's definitely not a perfect fucking 10. What are some of my other complaints? They have like this new parrying thing. Are we running? Which like kind of forces you to do it. Oh shit. God damn it. Everyone's dead. Get up, you bitches. Oh no, he's dead. Fuck it, they're gone! Damn it, everyone's dead. No, everyone's dead. Well, you guys really fucked that one up, didn't you? I'm just gonna run for it. Run for it!
Watch my going, dude.
Watch out for specials.
Fuck you doing, Rock?
Bitch, I'm running. Bitch, I'm running!
Hello.
They're gonna call vote, kick me, watch. There it goes! Fuck you bitches. Hey, you're the ones that died, bitches, fuck you. Fucking losers. I knew it, I called it. Fucking losers, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, oh, excuse the fuck out of me for actually being good. Story of my life, honestly. Jesus Christ. This is what I'm talking about. I'm just trapped in a world full of fucking morons. It sucks. Okay, anyway. Oh, no, I think that's that same one. Fucking losers. Anyway, yeah, so there's this new parrying thing where like an enemy will flash and you have to press like a button to basically like do like a counterattack. And then if you do it just right, then you can blast them and they die really easy and you get like a whole bunch of health and power-ups and shit from it. And it's basically like forces you to fucking do this shit, right? I mean, you don't have to, but it's like really fucking beneficial if you do it, like instead of just doing it the old school way, which is just to fucking shoot them. And the problem with that though is it turns the entire fucking game. I'm talking about Metroid Dread. It turns the entire fucking game into that shit. Like now you have to like sit there and wait. Flash, oh, press it at the right fucking time, and then fucking do that bullshit. And like, if you don't, then you get hit. And it's like, you're constantly like trying to time this fucking thing. And it's just kind of annoying. Like, I kind of don't like it. Because sometimes it'll like flash at different times. Like, the enemy will be further away, and it'll be like diving at you, and it'll flash like at a very specific time. And you have to press it at the right fucking time.
Weapons over here.
It's like, this isn't Mike Tyson's fucking Punch-Out, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to have to do this shit like every fucking time. And it's just annoying because if you don't do it right, then you get hit. And sometimes you're sitting there like purposefully trying to do it, like getting hit like over and over, trying to time this fucking thing out, like just right. It's fucking annoying to me.
Defibrillator here.
Let's see what else. I have a lot of complaints, but I don't know. It started to get better. Once I started to get all like the power-ups, I feel like after you get the morph ball or whatever in that game, it starts to get better.
There's a bio bomb right there.
Oh, is it just me? Oh, fuck. Well, I don't want to be here alone. That's boring.
Reload.
Let's see what else. A couple more complaints. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like too nitpicky either, or negative. These are pretty valid complaints, I think. Oh yeah, the Emmy sequences. Those are kind of ridiculous too. There's these like little robot things that kind of hunt you down, and they're basically invincible. And as soon as they touch you, they kill you like instantly, more or less. In a nutshell. It's almost like a fucking, imagine a robot xenomorph just shows up and you're like, ah, like, it's supposed to create this whole like, oh no, like sneak around, like don't let it see me. Oh no, I've been spotted, run away, don't let it touch me. Ah, you know what I mean? Which it does, to an extent, create that type of, but A, it's only in very specific areas, like these like zones. So it's kind of like, oh, well, I only have to be worried here. And all I have to do is like run away and get out of the zone. Like, okay, well, that's easy. So, I mean, that kind of kills it. And then B, whenever it does find you and it does catch you and it does instantly kill you, it's all like, game over, but then it respawns you like the door prior, as if nothing even happened. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, okay, well, it's actually not so bad, is it? You know? It's like I'm not actually dying, you know, I'm just, it's like a minor setback. So both of those things kind of kill the fucking vibe that I was going for, to me. It's like once you realize both of those things, it's like, oh, okay, well, these super intense scenes that are meant to be super fucking intense are no longer intense at all. You know what I mean? They're just kind of annoying now. You're like, okay, well, fuck, I'm in another one of these goddamn zones. Like, fuck. Oh no, it's one of these fucking things that aren't really going to kill me. They're just going to fucking, like, rewind time by a minute or two if they do catch me. Like, oh no, they see me. Just quick, run out the room that I came in.
I know you shot me.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I feel like they kind of failed. And that's like one of the main fucking things for it, you know? Maybe if you're like a little kid or something, you're like, eek, oh no. But I mean, how many fucking... I realize it's meant for kids too. But I mean, there's probably a good deal of fucking late 20, early 30s, possibly even fucking 40-year-olds playing this shit too. Let's see, what's another complaint? Oh, the grand scale epicness. I feel like up until now, like every Metroid entry has almost felt like really cinematic and just like it's almost like a fucking epic ass movie. You know what I mean? Like it's the last Metroid. You know, like dun dun dun. Like I feel like they really fucking played everything up.
Let me ride the Screaming Oak once. You know we ever gonna be here again?
You know, and every little thing is just like, it feels super epic. Over the top. Like the atmosphere and all that shit. But this one, it just feels like none of it's played up. It's just like, okay, Samus, you're going to go investigate this footage that might be fake. It's like, okay. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? And then once she gets there, it's like she gets her power stripped, and it's like, okay, well, now you have to find your ship and just get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that is like super intense or epic. It's not like Super Metroid was, where it's like, oh, you know, your rival Ridley has taken the greatest biological weapon known to man. Now it's in the hands of the evil bastard, you know, fucking, I don't know, it's missing a lot to me. Like, they could have played it all up, like, way more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they could have emphasized the fact that, oh, there's possibly an X out there. It could be the doom of the entire universe. You see what I'm saying? Like, they could have fucking, like, played that shit up. Like, if we don't find this fucking thing, the universe is fucked. You know, just to make it feel like, okay, well, shit, things are fucking serious now. You know what I mean? like this is on. Not like, oh hey, let's go investigate this thing that might not be real, and like they don't build it up like what? There's no build up at all. And it's like, oh well, fuck. Well now we just need to get you back to your ship, so we can hightail it out of here. It's like, okay, like it just completely fucking kills it for me. It's lacking all of that super grand epicness. Like, even Metroid Fusion felt a little more epic than that. And that was clearly, like, a step down, too. But it's like, in that one, it was like, well, you're stuck on this space station, and this fucking parasite has your suit of armor, and it's like, oh, well, fuck, how am I going to survive that? You know? So it might not be, like, you know, a galaxy jeopardizing type of deal. But it's still like, oh, fuck, how am I going to survive? You know? It's still epic in that way. Like, oh shit, they have my fucking power suit. There's no way I'm gonna make it out of this alive, type of deal. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's missing that. Like, that's another big qualm I have with this one. I should write my own game reviews. Like, like, all it would have taken was a couple of little, like, tweaks to the story, too, to make it more epic, I feel like. Instead it's just like, oh boy, going on another Metroidvania, time to get lost again. You know? I feel like that's another thing now, is since I'm fucking 40. Like, it used to be when I was a kid, you know, you have fun exploring this world and getting lost and trying to find your way. These days I'm like, I'll get lost for like a minute and I'll start to get pissed. I'm like, god fucking damn it. Where the fuck do I go? This is annoying. I'm wasting my time. You know what I mean? Like, it's no longer fun. I'm just like, fuck. Just show me where to go. Like, I don't fucking want to, like, have to, like, look and, like, fucking waste time, like, fucking searching around. Like, this is bullshit. And again, I'm not trying to trash the game. I'm sure, like, I'm hurting someone's feelings out there. Like, but I liked it. It's like, good for you. You have your opinions, I have mine. You know, I'm not trying to fucking tear it apart or make you feel bad. I'm just saying, these are the things that bother me. I mean, there are lots of cool things about it. This is like the first real Metroid game in like 20 years, not counting like the Prime series or whatever, which I guess those are real too. I could never get into those either because of the control scheme. It was like an FPS, but it had like janky ass fucking controls. Like, it didn't have real first-person shooter controls like this game. There's some other fucking bullshit, and I just couldn't play it. You know what I mean? It'd be like hopping on a fucking unicycle and just falling over, and it's like, oh, come on, but it's just like a bicycle. The fuck it is. I can't ride this thing. Are you fucking insane? Like, how am I supposed to enjoy this? So yeah, these are all just my complaints on it all. Let's see, what's another thing? There's more. I know there's been a lot. I've been like this close to returning the fucking game. I'm just like, I'll tough it out. Stick around. Maybe it gets better. It has been getting a little better. Yeah, anyway. Shit, I should go back to writing. That's what I should be doing right now. I need to start writing. Because I made these cool movies with the Metroid. I like taking things and adapting them into a film that like everyone can enjoy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm really good at that shit. Like I can take like this super nerdy niche thing that only certain people enjoy. And I feel like because I've seen so many movies and like I'm such a fan of like the really big classic blockbuster ones, like all throughout the 80s, 90s. I feel like I'm good at taking this property and translating it into a typical film that anyone could get into. You know what I mean? Like to any age group. Like even if they didn't play video games before. Like even if you're like, you know, over 50 or something and Metroid seemed like the last fucking thing that you would possibly get into. I feel like I can still turn it into a film that even you would possibly enjoy, you know what I mean? Like if you actually sat there and read it. I think I did a good job of it, honestly. Like I already did it, I just have to bring it over to this account. I guess an example of that would be the Lord of the Rings movies. Peter Jackson did a really good job there. Because, you know, those books are super fucking long and they'll get really in-depth into shit that just doesn't really have any impact on the overall narrative. But he did a good job of taking the Lord of the Rings, these super fucking long, hard to read books that only like a specific crowd was really into, and turning it into a blockbuster film experience that pretty much anyone could get into. So I kind of aim to do the same thing with my little movies that I write online.
You ready?
But yeah, I need to get back into that. I kind of want to. I've been meaning to for like a month now. I'm gonna do it eventually. Cause I'm pretty much bored with everything else. Part of the reason I do that shit is because I'm so fucking bored with everything else. Like nothing entertains me anymore. Like there aren't any good movies coming out. I'm at a point where I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just write my own. God damn it. You can't count on shit. It's just MCU now. It's the same thing with the game industry. It's like video games are dead. It's just Call of Duty now. Like just get over it. Just Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, can somebody watch my back?
I guess Dark Souls or something, you know. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but you get the idea. Like, those are the things that make all the fucking money. It's just kind of like drowning everything else out.
That was just for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I miss, like, actual movies. Like, I guess I'm one of the suckers that would go up, line up, and see Rambo 6. You know, if there ever was a Rambo 6, I don't care how bad Part 5 was, I would probably still go see the 6th one. I wrote that too, by the way. I wrote my own little version of that. So I don't know. I write them on my Facebook for funsies, if any of y'all have seen it before. They're there. I have a whole fucking ton of them, honestly. I just need to bring them over to this account.
I'm a reload.
Oh shit, my homie. Fucking shit. Where are you guys? help me out over here, please. Thank you.
Over the fence. Everybody ready?
I thought of sometimes I'll think of little ideas to add to the ones, because I already did write little bare-bone versions of some of these movies. And since then, I've come up with ideas I kind of want to inject into some of them. So whenever I rewrite them, I'm going to add like little things here and there. Like I wrote a Back to the Future sequel trilogy for funsies. And I don't think I mentioned what happened to Marty in that one. But I thought of something for Marty, actually. Okay, I'm sure some of y'all have probably seen those films. Alright, you know how in Back to the Future 2, it was like the alternate 1985 or whatever? Well, I remember how at the end of the film, like, Jennifer has that piece of paper and it's like, you know, it's blank. And, you know, Doc's all like, yes, of course it is. The future hasn't been written yet, so make it a good one. You know, that sort of thing. Well, that part 2, in essence, was all an alternate timeline, if you really think about it. Even that part where they went to the future, and, you know, Marty got fired, and he was just like this depressed fucking 40-year-old loser, I guess, or whatever the fuck, 50-year-old loser, however the fuck old he was. That was all an alternate timeline. So then in my sequel trilogy, like, Marty actually does become a famous rock star. I thought of that, that'd be cool, right? Like, he would just have like a small cameo or some shit. But in the mainline fucking timeline that happened now, in those movies, Back to the Future 4, 5, and 6, 2015 would be the 2015 that we experienced. There wouldn't be any hoverboards or flying cars. There'd be fucking cell phones and iPads, you know what I mean? Like, all that other shit that we saw in the Part 2 movie was all like the alternate timeline or whatever. And then I think in my version they travel to the year 2045, and that's when they have the hoverboards and flying cars and all that shit. So yeah, I just thought it was cool. I thought that was a neat little idea I wanted to add. But yeah, Marty should become a rock star or whatever, because that was like his dream or whatever. You know what I mean? So like whatever little cameos of Marty we get, it's like, you know, him on TV and shit. He's like an old man, he's got like a ZZ Top beard or some shit, and shades on. He's like this enormous fucking rock star or whatever. That shit. What are some other ones? I had a few recently I wanted to add to the stories that I already wrote. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But there are more. So whenever I bring them over to this account and rewrite them, I'm going to inject all this shit that I thought of recently. Oh shit. Yipe, yipe, yipe. Run, motherfucker. Yo, what are y'all doing? Oh, I wrote some Doom movies, and I guess ever since I played Doom Eternal, I probably would incorporate a little more from that game and the 2016 game. Because before it was like more based off of the original two games. But having played those a lot recently, I probably would incorporate more from those two. It'd be like I just cherry pick all the best stuff from all the best games, and just ignore all the bad stuff from all the bad ones. What else? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I know all these properties so well too at this point that I know what works, and I've seen so many movies. I know what works and I know what doesn't. Like I know what needs to be cut, what needs to fucking shine, what needs to be embellished. You know what I mean? So I feel like I do a good job of it. That's what I'd love to do, is actually write fucking Hollywood films. But my luck, I would make it out. Well, first of all, the chances of actually becoming a Hollywood writer are next to fucking nothing. Like, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. But even if I did, with my luck, I would get out there and I would be stuck writing, like, Ant-Man 5 or some stupid shit I don't give a fuck about. Like, god damn it, I'm just stuck writing superhero films.
Shotgun.
The rest of my goddamn life, apparently. Fucking Ant-Man 5. Anyway. Yeah, they're on my Facebook. If y'all, everyone wants to fucking read them. They're under Dream Films. They kind of screwed up my Terminator one. Oh, what the hell? Just lagged out. Whoa, that's weird. Never seen that before. Trippy. Oh, I already threw one. Fuck. That's funny. I can just make that noise over and over. He's gonna look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? What? Why are you fine? Leave me alone. Oh, I accidentally did take it that time. Oh well. But yeah, there's only a few up there right now. But I've written like a lot more. Some of them now, like I was writing I was gonna do a Super Mario movie, and now there actually is one coming out. So I'm like, okay, well I guess that's one less for me to rewrite. You know what I mean? Like, well, fuck. That one looks good enough. Like, sometimes I'll write these things just because, like, I know they're gonna blow it. Like, I already know they're gonna fuck it up. Like, I want to do a one for Akira, because I know I can make that a really good movie trilogy. Like, I already have it in my head. And, like, if Hollywood ever does do Akira, they are going to fuck it up royally. Like, they are going to absolutely ruin it. Like, 100% guaranteed. Like, they are going to fucking destroy that property. Any chance of it ever being good. Especially if, what's his name, Taika Waititi does it. Fuck that guy. And that's been in development hell forever. They're always talking about doing a live action Akira. It never happens. It's like stuck in limbo forever. So I'm gonna do that one for funsies.
Coach, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think they're actually here.
Cause like the Akira is actually like a long-running manga. Like a lot of people don't know this shit. Like they only know about the anime, right? And the anime is badass too. But dude, the anime is like a sixth of the story, or whatever the fuck. Like they took like the first half of the story and squished it down into like an hour and a half long movie. The actual fucking story in the manga goes on forever. It goes on for a long ass time. I feel like I could take the actual story, like the real comic, manga, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and turn it into a solid movie trilogy. They would actually be really badass. It's like the first movie would kind of be like the anime one that you've already seen, but then after like the world ends or whatever, there are 2 more movies after that. There's actually 2 more.
Yeah, I hear one of them spitters.
Like the world's just all fucked up and like, or it's not the whole world. It's actually just Neo Tokyo. Neo Tokyo is a fucking wasteland. It's like a jungle, like a concrete jungle. It's almost like a fucking zombie apocalypse type of scenario. Only there are no zombies. It's just people, a bunch of assholes, like killing each other for food and water and shit like that, whatever the fuck they want. Like the streets and buildings are all totally fucked up and destroyed. It's actually really badass. It's fucking cool. But yeah, there are 2 more movies in that setting that I would make. Like in the first movie, like Neo Tokyo is still like normal. The first movie is basically the anime movie. In fact, I might not even write that one. I might just be like, hey, just go watch the anime and just recreate that scene for scene in live action form. And there you have it. That's the movie. Just go watch that one and pretend they're real people. Only, you know, and then like I would actually write the next 2. Like, okay, well these 2 I'd have to write because they don't actually exist yet. In fact, I might have to make a couple of changes. I'd be like, hey, watch the anime, except this or this has changed, just for the sake of it making sense in the trilogy. Cause like Ryu dies in the anime movie, like he wouldn't die, he would have to survive. Just pretend Ryu survives. Just shit like that. Or I have an idea. I'd be like, hey, watch the anime movie all the way up to a certain spot. And then, I don't know. And then I'll tell you what happens after that. I'll like have to rewrite the ending, the 3rd act or something. Ah, shit. Oh man, are they way over there like a bunch of fucking idiots? They are, aren't they? I hate it when they do that. That is a horrible spot.
Hey, wait a second.
This spot's way better. Yeah, I'd have to rewrite the 3rd act because a lot of people die that wouldn't die. You know what I mean? They would all still be alive in the sequels. They die later. Like instead of dying in the 3rd act in the first film, they would all die like in the 3rd film or whatever. If that makes sense. Most of them anyway. Damn, I'm kind of pumping myself up now. You know, to actually go do this. I have fun with it. I typically do. I feel like part of the reason I stopped doing it is because like I used to... You know what I mean? I used to do that and do it, and I could really like go there in my head and fucking like write it, and I would like get really into it. But now since I'm just sober as shit, I don't do that. You know, I don't really go there as much as I used to. Fuckers! They're way over there again, aren't they? They are. All three of them. Fucking assholes. Have to get my own back, basically. Yeah, those movies would be really epic. I would make those like over the top epic. I feel like I'm also good at like building up the intensity and the epicness. Which, I mean, maybe that's why I'm being such a harsh critic when it comes to Metroid, because I just feel like the story is lacking. Like, it's just not this grand scale epic thing like the other ones were. You know, I don't feel the intensity. I don't feel like, you know, like I said, in Super Metroid it was like, well fuck, we have to get the last Metroid back or the whole fucking galaxy's screwed. Metroid Fusion, it's like, oh fuck, we have to survive, but dude's got my ultimate power suit. Like, we are screwed. Or if the X get out, then the whole fucking universe is, you know what I mean? Like, none of that's there. Or if it is extremely minimalized. Like, none of it's like amplified. It's not like, oh shit, like, what do we do? It's just missing that level of intensity, I feel like. Fuckers.
Let's go, guys. Get to the chopper.
Just light my whole team on fire. Fuck it. I kill my teammate just so I can escape. There. I just killed them all and saved myself. That's the American way. Oh shit. What? It's the name of the game. What? Oh shit, that shit's funny. It's like a movie, and I'm the star. Me, goddammit! Not them! Trying to steal my spotlight. Fuck that. Anyway, okay, I guess I'm gonna go now. Alright. Until next time.